In the Transformers franchise, there are numerous iconic robots in disguise. Some of the most popular characters from the original Generation 1 continuity were the Dinobots, led by the powerful and disagreeable Grimlock.
Grimlock's thinking dangerous enemy!
He often clashed with an equally uproarious member of the team, the Triceratops Slug. Back in the 80s, however, he was known by a different moniker. The transforming Triceratops was originally named Slag, which is a stony wastewater byproduct of the smelting process and is considered a derogatory term for women in the United Kingdom.
What do you know about it, lad?
Slug was one of the classic Dinobots in the Transformers cartoon and Marvel comic books. In the former, the Dinobots were given primitive, dim-witted characterizations resembling those of the stereotypical caveman.
Good part, Cup! Tell Swoop good part!
Because nothing sold toys back in the 80s like crude stereotypes. Even among his rambunctious compatriots, he was the most hostile, constantly wanting to fight and with little interest in peace, furthering the idea that his team were glorified weapons. And still are. I mean, they fight alongside the US military in the Michael Bay films, but we're getting sidetracked.
Let's roll!
By the mid-2000s, Hasbro began focusing more than ever on nostalgia for the Transformers franchise, especially with the first live-action Transformers movie on the way. Following the movie, many of these older characters were reinterpreted in the cartoon series Transformers Animated. That show had the first major reintroduction of the Dinobots since Generation 1, with their ranks made up of Grimlock, Swoop, and Snarl. The latter wasn't a Stegosaurus like in G1, but a familiar Triceratops. By this point, Slag was well understood as a slur in the UK, and so he was named Snarl to keep the character politically correct.
Such heroic nonsense.
That name didn't stick, however, and by 2014's Transformers Age of Extinction, the Triceratops had adopted the new moniker of Slug, which we think you'll agree is a good fit, given the Transformers' brutish, sluggish nature. For older Transformers fans, referring to the second most popular Dinobot as Slug might be a bit of a learning curve. However, we think you'll agree that it is also a good reminder of the transforming nature of the franchise, a franchise that has made frequent changes since its debut almost 4 decades ago.